Hey everybody, welcome to my new channel, The Bookmark Pixel. My name is Jackie, and today I will be discussing the first 9 chapters of a book called A Wish for Us. I wasn't expecting this book to grab my attention so early, but here we are. I'm only a few chapters in, and I have so many thoughts and feelings. So let's get into it, spoiler free. So, at the beginning of this book, there's a very emotional undercurrent that you can feel even when there's no dramatics happening. It's like the story is buzzing underneath everything, and the music theme really adds to that. You can tell that the author really wants you to feel the story as much as you are just reading it. So, in these early chapters, we're basically introduced to the characters and the world that they're living in. And what I love is that the book doesn't rush it. It gives you a minute to settle in and pick up on tension and notice the little moments that hint at something a little bit deeper. It's slow, but in a good way. It's like the story is letting you breathe before it hits you with all the heavy stuff. Let's talk about the characters. And again, no spoilers, but both of them are carrying a lot of heavy emotions that I could definitely relate to in my real life. You can feel it in a way that they interact. There's like this push and pull of energy that feels real. Both of them are guarded, but they're also very curious about each other. And that's what makes the early chapters so good. You're watching walls come down one brick at a time. I also love how the book shows emotion without over explaining it. Sometimes it's just a look or a reaction or even a moment of silence that can tell you just about everything about the characters that you need to know. It's so subtle, but it's very powerful. Now, into the music theme. I really wasn't expecting it to be this strong early on. And it's presented as not just a hobby or a background detail, it's really woven into those characters. It's how they communicate, it's how they cope, how they connect. Even in chapters 1 through 9, you can feel how deeply music is tied to their emotions. And in the way the author describes the music, it's almost like you can hear it. It's almost like you can feel it. It adds a softness and intensity at the same time. It makes the emotional moments land even harder without the book having to spell it out. So, let's talk about the tone of these chapters. It's emotional, not overwhelming. You can tell the story is building towards something, but it's not rushing to get there. There's a heaviness underneath, but it's balanced with these really beautiful, quiet moments. There were a lot of those by the two main characters, by the way. It's kind of a beginning that makes you want to keep reading because you feel something is coming, but you really don't know what yet. The pacing is honestly kind of perfect. It's gentle, it's steady, and it's intentional. Nothing feels wasted. Every moment is doing something. It's either showing you who these characters are or hinting at what they're hiding or building the connection between them. I love that though. You can see how the relationships build over time, and that is like the most awesome thing. And even though not a lot of the big plot moments happened in these first 9 chapters, I wasn't bored. It's more like the story is setting the emotional foundation before it starts pulling you deeper. There are also a few things that really stood out to me in these chapters, and we're going to get into that right now because when I tell you, it's amazing. It's the emotional tension. It's subtle but very constant among the characters. There's also the way the music is used, almost like a language, like they're talking to one another. The quiet moments that say more than the dialogue. Those moments are the best because it's like, I know what they're thinking, but they're not saying anything. And the sense that both characters are hurting in different ways. You'll know what I'm talking about if you read it. There's also a chemistry between two characters that are not loud, dramatic, but it's very low key and mellow, and I love it. The early chapters do such a good job of making you care before anything major even happens in the book. And I think that's what's keeping me going with this because there are a lot of books out there that don't do that. If you're someone who loves an emotional, character driven story, I would definitely pick this up. If you like slow building connections, then I think this book would be awesome for you. If you love books where music plays a big role, definitely for you. And if someone who likes stories that take their time and let you sit with the characters before things get intense, I think you'll really enjoy these early chapters. I know I did. and I would read them all over again in a heartbeat. So, in my opinion, the first 9 chapters of A Wish for Us are really beautiful. They're very emotional and surprisingly have a lot of layers. It's gentle, but you can feel the storm clouds forming in the distance. I'm already attached to these characters, which I really am. Like, both of them are like my spirit animals right now. And honestly, I am excited to see where the story is going. Of course, in a good way. I'm excited to keep reading to see how everything unfolds, because the beginning is already emotional, and I know the rest is going to be a bit hard. But I really love this book so far, and I hope you guys do too. You can pick it up at Barnes and Nobles. I believe it's on Amazon and maybe on Thrift Books. Definitely check out Thrift Books, but definitely read A Wish for Us by Tillie Cole. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10 for the first 9 chapters. So I hope to see you guys next time for my next book review. And thank you for tuning into the Bookmark Pixel. Bye.